Maybe today you should introduce the video.
No! Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel.
Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another sit down video. I haven't done a sit down in a long while and it feels a bit
Wait, didn't you do the skincare one just recently? That was
yeah,
in
but it's like
no,
weeks back.
But you're taking those vlogs. I like your vlogs. I love your vlogs.
So today I'm back with another sit down video, and because you guys are highly requesting hair content back, I decided to bring it back but with a twist. So for the first time today I have someone next to me. You guys are not seeing her for the first time though, because she's in one of my vlogs we did a few weeks ago. We went out and now she is back with a sit down video, and she's the natural hair queen. So introduce yourself.
The queen part.
You are.
Let's just rephrase the queen part. I'm a natural hair care influencer or enthusiast, you know. But you know what? I do influence people to buy products, to do hairstyles, so yeah.
Including me.
I have. Hi guys, my name is Heather. I'm a natural hair care enthusiast and I just create content along natural hair, but I'm not restricted to natural hair. I can still do other things like vlogs, so to check out my channel and my Instagram.
Yes,
and thank you so much for having me here. Like, I'm excited.
I'm excited too. She also does have her YouTube channel. It's mostly based on hair care and vlogs. I will leave it on the screen or just put a link on my description box so you guys can check out her channel as well for more hair care tips, because now she's just going to give us like bits and pieces. So if you want like more spice, go to her channel. It's Heather Baloyi.
Yes, it's Heather Baloyi.
Yes. So a few days ago I asked you guys on my Instagram to ask me like fun, exciting, natural hair questions, and I'll be answering that with her. You guys did like bring out the fun. I love the questions so much. They are not like your typical natural hair questions. I don't want to say boring, but like typical, most like frequently asked questions like which product do you use, hairline stuff. Yes, there are a few of those, but then most of the questions that I got are fun and exciting, which I think will make this video a bit exciting about natural hair. So if you want to hear the answers to some of those questions, please do keep on watching, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe, like this video at the end if you enjoyed it, and also comment down below. So without wasting any more time, let's get into the video. So we do have your questions here. They're quite a lot, but I think we'll try to get through all of them. And of course, like I said, we're going to make it fun.
Yes, we are.
Please.
We are. Of course. I mean, I'm funny, guys. I'm funny.
Okay.
So
She is. So I
I'm
think she'll
funny.
also bring some, I don't know,
I want some energy. Spice.
Yeah. First question that I got, someone decided to ask us if we genuinely love our natural hair. Do you genuinely love your natural hair?
Honestly, I do. I think a lot of people think taking care of your natural hair is so hard. They think we don't love our hair, we're just doing it because I've learned my hair, I've learned to manage my hair. It's just gotten easier over time, so I genuinely love it. I think I also love it for the versatility. Today I wake up in shrinkage, today I'm in twists, as you guys can see. Tomorrow I'll be looking like you. So because of the versatility that you get, you could wear any hairstyle however you want it. So I definitely love it. I definitely do.
I think with me it's the same. I've had relaxed hair before this, like a few years ago, but given a chance I would still choose to like big chop again and then start my natural hair journey. I also love what Heather said, it's so flexible, like it's so flexible with stretched hair. Not that I'm saying it's better or anything, but just a personal preference. With stretched hair you always have almost the same hairstyle like every day.
Yeah, you could even switch it up, but the fact that it always has to be straight. So
Yes.
you could stretch your afro. So if I feel like straight hair, I can straighten my afro.
If you feel like twist or spiral, you do get that. So I do genuinely love my natural hair, and I would choose it over and over again, given an opportunity to. And then someone is asking, how do you find confidence in your hair? Society made us believe straight hair is prettier. I think for me, I like comparing my straight hair to my natural hair. I feel like I'm more prettier in my afro. I don't know. And even when I have braids on, I still don't believe that I look this pretty.
That is true. I feel like with every hairstyle that you have, it brings a different personality.
Yeah.
Like you switch up your hairstyle, you become a totally different person. You really become a different person. And another thing I always like to tell people, the texture of your hair does not dictate your manageability of your hair, but you learning your hair does.
Yeah.
So the more you learn your hair, the more confidence you have. I realized, so when I used to have like short hair and I like done my big chop, you know when you have your tiny little whiny afro, I used to think I was a boy.
Yeah.
Because of the afro. But funny story, fast forward to right now, I love shrinkage. Like when my hair is, I feel good.
I think
the confidence it gives me.
Also.
So the more you learn your hair, the more you have your hair out and see how to style it. It's amazing.
And also, like to answer this confidence question, it's not always about hair, like how your hair is. Whether you have stretched, you have relaxed hair, or you have braids, you just have to have your confidence.
That's true.
Whether you have like you are bald headed or not, your hair is big, it's in shrinkage, like she's saying. You just have to have your confidence. If you are pretty, you are pretty, regardless of how your hair looks. So another question was, what has your hair journey taught you? What has it taught you? How long have you had natural hair, by the way?
I've had natural hair for, yo guys, I'm counting with my fingers. Since 20, when? It's been 10 years, I think. I'm 30. That's when I started doing research to learn my hair.
Yeah.
So then, because of my journey and me learning my hair, that's when I started having confidence. That's when I started seeing that, no, my hair looks pretty. I don't have to always straighten it. My hair looks amazing. I can keep it in different styles without having to always have it straight. So in general, it has given me confidence. It has made me understand that what someone else thinks of your hair doesn't mean that that's it, but what you think of your hair is more important than the next person. And I think it's also more important not to compare, because our hair is different.
Yes.
It's absolutely different. How mine grows and how yours grows is always different. Yeah.
I think for me, what it has taught me is to love myself just as I am, regardless of how I wake up in the morning. Because with natural hair, like she was saying, you can wake up and it's this small, you can wake up it's this big. So it has taught me to love myself anyway, regardless of how it looked. And with time, it gave me confidence. I don't mind if it's this small, like if it's in shrinkage, I still feel pretty. So it has definitely taught me self-love, regardless of how I look. I've gained more confidence ever since I started my natural hair journey. It has taught me a lot, including being patient with my hair. I know it sounds like taboo, but you have to be patient with your hair. The more you learn, like when you get into the natural hair journey, there's a lot of things, like it's beyond it looking like this. You have to sit for hours, take care of your hair. So it taught me that patience, to take time aside and just take care of myself or take care of my hair.
And I think what you learn with your hair, you kind of like learn in your life.
Yeah.
You have patience with your hair. Now in general, you're going to have patience.
With
you have
anything.
confidence with your hair. Now you're just going to be confident with your hair. So it somehow contributes to your lifestyle.
It does. Someone is asking, what's the most annoying part when it comes to taking care of our hair?
Nothing's as annoying as when you plan a hairstyle and it doesn't come out. That one kills me. Like, I know 4 or 5 days ago, I planned to do a high puff. Stretched out my hair, and I didn't, you know, I'm always in shrinkage, so I didn't stretch out my hair in a long time. Stretched out my hair, I'm filling it, I do the high puff.
then it doesn't
It did not look the way I wanted
you
it.
want.
And I think for me, I wanted my high puff to have definition in the ends. But for me to give myself definition, my hair has to shrink a bit because I have to spray water.
And then
So
the
now-
water makes the hair shrink.
I got mad and annoyed because no, today is not the day I want shrinkage. Today I want volume. But now,
You're not.
but I look
getting it.
pretty anyways. But
And
anyways,
you end up having to settle with the hairstyle that you
exactly.
didn't
So
plan to
it's
have.
like always a plan B hairstyle.
Yeah, I think with me, my answer is a bit similar to hers, but for me the most annoying part is when my hair is stretched out, then I spray water and then it goes back to shrinkage.
You see?
Then yeah, I think for me that's like the most annoying
A
part.
tip is spray the water on your scalp. I got this tip from someone else because hey, we share tips. Someone said so when your hair is all stretched out, spray the water on your scalp
like
instead.
maybe the roots.
So yeah,
not
basically the
your-
roots of your hair, not
the entire
yes.
hair.
Because
Okay,
even
I
if your
see.
hair was shrinking, it's not in. Because when you spray it on top, all of that water is going to sip through. So now when it's sipping through, it's touching all of your hair. All of your hair is shrinking. But when you only spray your roots, only the roots are affected, not the rest of your hair.
and then it doesn't like become as
As shrunken as it would have been, yeah.
if you
So,
spray the entire.
exactly.
Okay, take notes, guys. And then someone is also asking a bit of a similar question. They're saying, what is the most difficult part when it comes to taking care of our hair? Not annoying, but difficult. I was telling Heather a while ago that for me it's detangling, especially if you spend quite a long time without detangling. Let's say for example 2 weeks, then your hair will have these many knots that you have to make sure that you properly get rid of without damaging your hair, without losing too much hair.
That's
For me, sometimes it frustrates me. Like it is so difficult. Like you have to find a correct technique and proper accessories to make sure that your hair is properly detangled. For me, it is like the most difficult
The most
when
difficult.
it comes to
I don't
taking
know what's
care
the
of
most
my hair.
difficult thing. I don't know. I think for me, things taking care of my hair has been so easy that I must look and think of something that has become difficult. I'm serious. Although I think the most difficult thing is being consistent or think you're doing the right thing but you're not.
Yeah.
You do everything maybe every week and now you realize that there's something that you should
You're
not
not
be
getting
doing
the results
exactly
that you
because
desire.
you've been missing a certain technique or something. But I would suggest that anyone who wants to learn how to detangle, start with your hands. Your hands are the best because
Yeah.
you
You
can
don't
fill the
miss.
knots. You can. It's dependent on you on how you want to separate the knots because the comb will just go however it
Yeah,
goes.
and then you miss
You
some
see?
knots.
Exactly. So start with your hands. Always section your hair 4, 6, 8 sections, whatever you prefer.
Depending how big.
Exactly.
your hair is
Yeah.
also.
Then start with your hands slightly. Then go through with either a wide tooth comb or a detangling brush. You could use your hands, but you must be ready to sit down for 2 hours.
Exactly. What is the first thing that people say or do when they see your hair? Mina, they always ask me which products do I use. And it's so difficult to answer because I use a lot of products.
Okay.
Like I use a lot of
Which
brands.
I think that's everyone. I
Yeah.
do too. I have like a stage of products. I've gotten different ones. Your hair is beautiful. Your hair. Someone even said, "Don't you want to do locks?" There are some people who would be like, "Is your hair real?"
Yes. Is that your hair? Is that your
and
real
she
hair?
was just like,
It is a lot of questions.
What
What
do you
products do you use?
"Yes, what
Is
products
this
do you
your real
use?"
hair? Do you blow dry? And then they see your hair is this big. You tell them that you don't blow dry and
They think you're lying. That is so
Yeah.
true.
I'm like, no, you do blow dry, you just don't want to tell us. Some even go to the extent of saying we use blowout. So moving on, someone is asking, what products do you use for your hair? I think you can answer this one.
Like she said before, I have different brands. Like she also uses different brands. But I'm not gonna talk. Okay, fine. I can tell you guys. Like for example, I've used Masori Organics, I've used Carol's Daughter, I've used Afro Botanics, I've used Vanna Naturals. So the point is the list of brands is long.
Yeah.
But I could give you guys an order of products. For example, you need a cleansing conditioner or shampoo because that's like the first step. Like you have to cleanse your hair.
You can't do anything to
Without
your
with
hair.
dirty hair, you
With
can't.
dirty hair, yeah.
Exactly.
Make sure that your hair is clean. Doesn't matter which brand. Just find a proper natural hair dedicated brand, and then choose a shampoo from that one.
Also, let it be according to your affordability, because like you name a brand and then you can't afford it. Don't break your bank, guys. Don't break your bank.
And it doesn't mean that when products are expensive they work. No,
that is very true. Actually,
very affordable, a 60 rand shampoo, and it does wonders.
So yeah, I think the 5-finger rule similar to skincare. So you need a shampoo, a core wash, a cleansing conditioner, and then you need a deep conditioner. So this is for moisture, because our hair has to be constantly moisturized. You will also need a leave-in conditioner. This is basically liquid, so it can be leave-in conditioner in water but just leave-in conditioner. Then you're gonna need a cream or butter. Then you're gonna need oil. That's basically your wash day routine. But I do actually have a video on my YouTube channel where it's a must-have product for natural hair. Then I further explained step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So yeah, they can watch it and then they've like details.
Okay, I think with me it's also the same order, and I don't believe in a specific brand. I started my natural hair journey when I was still a student, so most of the products.
How many years ago?
Almost 3 years now. Yeah.
Because
I cut my hair in May 2018. So yeah, it's almost 3 years now, more than 2 years. So then I couldn't afford certain products that are amazing, so I had to settle for products that were within my budget, but they still worked.
Look at your hair.
They still work. So you guys mustn't focus too much on what brand it is. Just find proper products and a proper technique, then you're good to go. So someone is asking, what do you do when you're tired of your hair and have the urge to cut it? Very interesting question, because I get that urge a lot. Like lately.
So cut it.
Yeah, I feel like at some point I will be ready, but now I'm not. I feel like I still want to enjoy my natural hair a bit more, explore that.
Of which, let me say something. Cutting your hair is you actually still exploring your hair. It's hair will grow back, number 1. Number 2, you don't have to absolutely cut it and go bald. You can cut it shorter or half of what you already have. Exactly, dye it, then eventually cut it. However, it's still hair, it will grow back. And one thing I've noticed about hair, when you're consistent with the routine, your hair grows back well, better, healthier, bouncier, with more volume.
And it's just hair. I know people say you guys are saying it's just hair because you have big hair, but honestly,
maybe
it is
must
just
cut and show them.
Yeah. It is just hair, like it grows. I don't feel like my beauty is determined by this. Afro, I know when I cut I'm still going to look this good.
So yeah,
it's just hair. When I get the edge, if I'm not ready, then I just ignore it, but eventually I am going to cut it, honestly.
A quick tip, I love shrinkage. I'm always in shrinkage. So the other reason I love shrinkage is that I get to experience having short hair, but I have long hair. Because when your hair is shrunken, you get the short hair vibes. You know what I'm saying?
You want.
So if you're having the urge to cut your hair, depending on whether you want to go bald or not bald, try leaving in shrinkage for a week. Like let your hair be very short.
Like if you feel
shrunken.
like it's too, sorry to interrupt you. Like if you feel like this big hair is so much maintenance for you, just wash, deep condition, moisturize, and leave it in
exactly.
Like
leave it in
as
shrinkage.
It is.
Like
don't bother it, don't manipulate it, leave it as it is, and then maybe the edge. Okay, with me the edge does go away.
No, yes, I know. She always wants to. I know.
And then someone is asking, would you rather do braids for the whole year or wear your afro for the whole year?
This is an easy one for me. I'd rather live with my hair and my afro for the whole year. Last year I only plaited twice.
Really?
I'm serious.
I played a lot.
You see it?
Like 12 months straight.
Besides,
12 months,
but to be honest with you guys, straight 12 months twice. The truth is this: if you guys want to grow your healthy hair, stop with the hairstyle. Stop with every month you have to have a new hairstyle. Your hair needs to breathe. So the more you pull your hair, over manipulate your hair, you're not doing your hair justice. And I think what's worse, like going back to your point you said, when you take out your protective hairstyles like the braids, and you're not properly taking care of your hair when it was in those protective hairstyles, and you don't properly detangle, you're gonna lose all this length that you just retained. There's no point anymore. So try it for a week and then you move on and on and on.
With me, it's tricky. Like it becomes a bit challenging. Like I don't think I would sit straight 12 months with my afro, but also I wouldn't braid my hair
For
the
12
whole year.
months?
For 12 months, no. I think that would be too much. Like too much manipulation, pulling off the hairline. But if I were to choose, I would choose just staying in my afro for 12 months. It goes back to the confidence thing. I feel more confident with my natural hair than any other hairstyle. So if I was to choose, I would choose my natural hair, but it would be a very long 12 months.
I know, hey, it reflects, yes.
Very long, but I still choose to stay with my afro.
Yeah.
Someone is asking, how does one style a short afro hair?
I think, firstly,
So what did you do when you had like short afro hair? What would you do?
I don't remember. Okay, so
Long time
see,
ago.
I always refer to shrinkage because I enjoy when my hair is shrinking. Firstly, activate the curls on your hair. So do your normal hair care routine and moisturize your hair normally.
Yeah.
But because your hair is nice and short, you can use a curl defining gel to define the curls of your hair. So your hair will be in shrinkage, but the top of your hair will look coily, which is really pretty. And if you want, you can even open lines on your hair, and
Yes.
you can definitely
Like
do
maybe
that.
that side line.
That
it's
side line,
defined.
yes, and your
Yeah.
hair is defined. It's really pretty. Also another thing you can do, like watch videos where people do. There are some people actually manage to do like a slick low bun
with very
short hair, because all you have to do is like layer up your hair from the back, like open lines from the back, and apply
And you
gel,
can
and
be able to do a
you
slick
can.
bun.
But I think also the key is keep your hair moisturized, because when your hair is moisturized and soft, it's
easy
easy to
to
do
do
anything.
anything.
So water is basically key. It's easy
Yeah.
to, because in that video where I was showing people how to maintain their hair in shrinkage, the key was water.
Yeah, and
The key
people
was
don't
water.
take this water thing seriously. They think we are playing. We literally spray water. My hair can be looking like this now, and then when I spray water, it becomes defined. Like my curls will start popping. I get coils. So I think with short hair, it becomes even more, because now you don't have to even worry about things like shrinkage because it's already short. So when you spray, you just get a nice
Definition,
defined
yes,
hair.
you do.
And when it's wet, even when it's short, it's easy for it to be flat. So you can
That is
do a
true.
slick bun. If it's not big enough, obviously, because you're talking about short hair, you can buy that afro like hair piece.
Yes,
So when you're done tying it
that
at
is
the
true,
back, you
that
can
is
take
true.
like a little bit of the hairpiece and just like wrap it around your small natural hair
Yeah.
bun, and it won't show. It will still look like your natural hair.
It will. That's basically that.
Yeah, don't try
Because-
to manipulate.
Yeah,
it
so
too
don't try to
much.
stretch your hair too much.
Yeah.
So when your hair is also growing, guys, you want to let it grow in peace. Like
Yeah.
let it grow healthy and strong without it too much. And also because it's short, enjoy that shortness,
Yeah.
and get creative with how you style it.
I think with me, one of the mistakes that I made when I started with growing my hair, I was in a rush for it to
For length.
So the moment it was this short, I was like, okay, I can start braiding. I rushed into braiding. I did a twist, and then my hairline was gone. So now I have to start growing my natural hair. Plus, I have to deal with hairline. So my advice from experience: just let it grow. Try to style it however you can. Just don't rush.
That
the
is
growth
true, don't rush.
process.
And another tip, I know that when your hair is now grown a bit, you want to braid it, do that. But don't have braids that are too long.
Yeah.
They are weighing your hair down because your hair is not long enough, so they're just pulling your hair
it
down.
pulls your
So
hair.
over time, that's also kind of like more over manipulation. Yeah.
Okay. Someone is saying, is it a good idea to dye a natural hair with a black dye in case of having naturally brown hair? What do you say about this?
My hair is not fully pitch black, like that strong rich black, it's not. And dye is actually a chemical, so you're gonna damage your hair to a point where you just have to cut it because you can't fix damaged hair.
Yeah. And I think if you have to dye your hair, do it because you want to, not because you feel as though your hair should be a certain color.
That is true, that is true.
There isn't anywhere that says you must have like black hair. If your hair is brown, then your jeans are like that. But if you feel like dyeing it, don't do it for the reason that they say hair is supposed to be black. No. So if you're doing it
also, where does it say that hair is supposed to be black?
Exactly. So
it's black, all kinds of black.
Yeah.
Black has different shades, guys. Black is, if it's not pitch black, it's fine. It's so pretty. We see you, it's beautiful.
So if you were to dye your hair, do it because you just experiment with your hair. Maybe you're just trying out a different color, not because they say it has to be a certain color. And when it's naturally brown, then maybe there's something wrong with you. Someone is asking what to use to prevent hair breakage throughout the natural hair journey. I think it goes back to your it goes back to your hair care routine. Like,
thank you.
Start a hair care routine, be consistent, find products that work for your hair, stick to the correct technique and how you manipulate your hair as well. There are certain hairstyles you can't do because after that obviously your hair will break. And I also think another important thing which works for me is the salon that you go to do your hair.
In general, so salon in general what you go to, it does contribute, especially if you just have to make sure that they know what they're doing.
Yeah,
that's the truth.
You can't go to a salon and they force you to blow dry your hair because they can't plait natural hair, and if they plait natural hair, it's not going to look pretty.
Firstly, stop braiding 50 times a year. Stop braiding, leave your hairline alone, and when you braid your hair, make sure that your hair is moisturized, because I think the key is our type of hair is black Africans, or our textured coily hair, the way it grows, it needs moisture. Firstly, you have to get a good moisturizing method. Know when you want to moisturize your hair. Am I doing it every 2 days, every 3 days? Also communicate with your hair. I know it sounds crazy when I say communicate, but get your hands on your hair, feel your hair, does it feel dry or not? And oil is not a moisturizer, so if you're using an oil on your hair every day, I think you are making the problem worse.
Yeah.
Further drying your hair than good. So water is key. Make sure that you apply water. Even if you want to style your hair, water first before a styling gel, before an oil, before anything, because water is the only thing that hydrates. Even the hairstyles that we do, they contribute a lot. Like, we have to leave our hairlines alone. We have to leave anything that further dries your hair.
You can personalize your hair care. Just because you watched Heather's specific hair video and she's saying that she moisturizes once a week, but when at some point during the week you feel like your hair is dry, you don't have to ignore it. You can feel that your hair is dry, hence she's saying communicate with your hair. If you feel that it's dry, then hydrate. Then it's okay to maybe do your moisturizing routine twice a week, for example.